How in God's name did they lose that game? America, welcome to sports. In layman's terms, I'm your guy, Willie SoSo, and I'm here with
Stevie Franchise. What's up, America?
All right, let me get through the preliminaries real quick. Y'all know what we do, how we do. What do I say? Even to you from our favorite water hole, Snickers Pool and Pub in Livonia.
As you can tell, it's a little DEMURE.
No
here.
coach speak, no media spin, just some guys at the bar with the drinks. Talking sports just like you. All right, now that that's done, clearly you can hear it in our voice. We're distraught as fuck. After seeing our Lions lose in epic fashion.
Very demure.
Hurts a whole hell of a lot more because, well, we were hella confident that this was sort of kind of just business trip. Get the game over with. Head to the NFC Conference title game.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Franchise. What's next? What do we do now?
Who else was gonna love me?
I know there's no excuses in the league, and I'm going to tell you there's no excuses in the league. But when you put out their second and third string players, sooner or later, it is going to catch up with you. You know, and it caught up with us.
He ain't lying.
And the other side of it too is like, the Lions got beat at their own game.
Yep.
They got beat at their own game. So
no, that sums it up for me.
More importantly than anything else, in my opinion, is the fact that rust is a real thing, apparently. Having a bye, did we need it? Yeah, we did.
you get healthy, yeah.
But the thing is, how much healthier did we really get? Of course, we still wasn't getting Hutch back.
Right.
We weren't getting Lee McNeil back.
Right.
We weren't getting Carlton Davis back.
Right.
We weren't getting Marcus Davenport back.
Right.
Who do we get back that we hadn't used?
I think the week off was more or less for Terry and Arnold to be able to play. Ozerinke maybe to play, which, you know, did he play? I don't remember hearing his name all day. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean,
I won. Give me my money.
You what?
Hello.
like saying goes, it's like, you know, we have trouble with, you know, a mobile quarterback. Again, who doesn't?
And you know what? He didn't even really beat us.
He didn't really run up. He didn't
Ryan Robinson Jr. beat the shit out of us.
Right.
Austin Eckler beat the shit out of it. Terry McLaurin beat the shit out of us. So I guess in that regard, he beat Jaden Daniels beat us with his arm, but he didn't really run on us like that.
No.
Oh, you want something too, old man? Huh? No.
Our offense overall was not on their typical game.
They didn't seem like they were in sync the whole game.
They just weren't. And yeah, our defense finally turned into the sieve that we imagined it was.
Oh yeah, it could not turn up at the worst time. I mean, at the worst time, it showed up on both sides. Probably played the worst game all at the same time.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
America, we're through talking about the game. The season's over. Let's move forward. Here we are with two coordinators, offensive and defensive. Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, who are high draft picks in the coaching carousel.
Yeah.
Do you think that they hurt their stock with the games that they called last night?
No, I don't think so. It was just a one-game thing. I think they have to look over the body of the work that they did, you know. What Ben Johnson's done over the last 2 years, plus a couple games, and how Aaron Glenn is, you know, I mean, You had great games with the second and third teamers. You had bad games with second or third teamers. I think when it comes down, I think it's more of a teams are looking for like leadership guys, and I think both of them guys show that they have leadership.
That's possible, but we also know that this is a results-based business and a recency bias business. I'm not gonna say they talk themselves or they coach themselves out of a job, but I do think that last night's game may have raised some eyebrows a little bit. Not necessarily to the tune of a red flag, but speaking of body of work, there is the whole thing of how Ben Johnson, in particular, played the coaching carousel last year. Coupled with, we get down to essentially the biggest game of the season for us, and he gave us that. And by that, I mean he decided to get too cute.
Right.
You out here, you got the fastest guy on the team who needs to be catching the ball or running the ball, trying to throw the ball, and of course it gets intercepted.
Right. I mean, like, wasn't that the first drive the Lions? Not the first drive of the game, but the first scoring drive they had. Was like Jahmyr Gibbs is just running 10, 12, 13 yards every time he touched the ball.
Cheesing them up, yeah. I just wonder. I just wonder.
Yeah, you're right, though. They probably wanted to, let me show you what I can really do here. Watch this, Like you're trying to impress the new girl at school.
Look what I can do!
If their desire is to coach, be a head coach, I hope they get a job somewhere. Both of them.
And I think it'll be quick. I think it's just going to be like very quick. If I had to guess, I would say Ben Johnson probably goes first, and then I wouldn't put it past it being maybe the very next day that Aaron Glenn is gone.
If they leave, the Lions do what next as far as their OC and DC position is concerned?
I really feel like the offensive coordinator is already in-house already. I feel that that's already going to be in there. Now, the defensive coordinator position, I believe, will be coming from outside the organization.
Okay, so if you think...
And one name to watch would be Robert Saleh.
Okay, I like that name. And you think that the OC is in-house?
I think it's in-house.
Who?
Tanner Exglin, I believe his name is. He is like right on... He's like... Unless he leaves to go with Ben Johnson somewhere, to be his offensive coordinator, which, I think it's him. And I don't know, it was very peculiar that they brought in Teddy Bridgewater towards the end of the season. Where, we bring you in for a game and then our playoff run.
You don't think that possibly he becomes the next OC, do you? You're not saying that, are you?
I'm just saying.
I almost had him. I wonder about you sometimes, Henry. You may fold under questioning.
I think Brad Holmes has got a lot of tough decisions to make. I mean, next year starts where, your big ticket guys you sign this offseason, their contract starts to kick in. So 2026 is a monster year because that's when they even go up higher their second year of their contracts, and you got to still figure in how you're going to, re-sign Aiden Hutchinson.
And you know that's happening.
That's happening. Now, what do you sign him to if the guy comes out with a broken,
You give him what you were going to give him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they get to deal with that for one more year. And then they got to pay him. And they will.
Right.
He comes back. He's back to form.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the draft, you have to get edge. You have to get. Za'Darius Smith, he didn't do nothing for me. Thanks for coming, but I just don't know. I mean, what Za'Darius Smith showed me is that his success was because he was outside of
That's the way it always works. Yeah. And fine. So that means when we get our booking in edge back, he'll be opposite of him and he becomes more effective. More importantly than that, no, defensive end is not where we start at in the draft. Where we start at in the draft, if you ask me, is make a strength stronger. And that's our offensive line. Taylor Decker's getting old and long in the tooth, banged up.
But we just
Frank
re-signed him for a
Ragnow,
3-year deal.
yeah, but he's probably closer to out the door than he is to in the locker room. Frank Ragnow, for all we know, is set to say, I'm calling it quits. Chronic injury. Might be out the door.
Right?
We got Sewell, so that's covered. But we need to shore that up. We got some depth. We need to shore it up, though, just to start. I'm not saying that we don't address the defensive line in the draft, but I think more urgent is the offensive line. Anyway, America, just a quick hitter on the psyche of two Lions fans who are distraught and devastated, and well, frankly,
We should
still
be.
drinking.
We should be. Haven't stopped since last night, so.
More legalese. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this content. You can catch us on Facebook, Sports in Layman's Terms. You can catch us on YouTube at Sports in Layman's Terms. You can catch us on Twitter, X, whatever, at Lay Terms Sports. And hell, if you really want to get in touch with us, you can find us on Gmail. Sports in Layman's Terms at Gmail. That is. I myself, Willie SoSo.
TV franchise.
And this has been the most demure and devastating
You can just see the energy as it leaves our soul.
episode of sports in layman's terms that you've ever seen.
Eat 'em up, Tigers. Eat 'em up.
We're gonna drink some more. Bye-bye. Undamn believable. And give me another one. Keep drinking until I forget what I just saw.